How's it going, everyone? My name is Nachiket Murthy. As most of the professionals are struggling in their career because of growing AI, which is making their jobs at risk, I help them with manifold AI learning with structured learning path so that they succeed in their career and enter the professional world of AI. Now, this is my instructor diary dated on 29th of July 2024. So this will be the video series with manifold AI learning where I'll be sharing my progress to my learners, and I'll also share you some of the key learnings that I've had on that specific day. Well, as promised on this particular day, so I started with my initial goal of setting up the course trailer as well as the initial videos for the promised course that I'm currently working with. That's AWS Certified AI Practitioner, AIF-C01. Now, I'm sure you might have already explored it. So by the time you're watching this video, you might have already seen the first videos to be dropped in the Manifold AI Learning YouTube channel. If not, go ahead and check out that video. The first video is about the introduction of machine learning. Now, apart from that, there are some key learnings that I've had on that particular day. So there's one important concept that I want to share it with you in this video that's called as knowledge distillation. Now, this is one of the topic that I've taught to my bootcamp learner. So in this video, I'll break it down about what exactly is this knowledge distillation and how it actually works. See, one of the main problem of generative AI models is it has got millions and billions of parameter. I'll just give you a very simple example. Let's say I'll take up the example of Mistral language model. If I just pick up a Mistral language model, it has got 7 billion parameters. Now think about it. When you have got 7 billion parameters and you are thinking about deploying this large language model into your production environment, think about the challenges that you're going to face. Obviously, you cannot deploy it on a simple device. You need a powerful GPU, powerful system, which has got some huge memory which can fit in this model because the size of this model is 14 GB of GPU RAM. Now that's where one of the compression technique that's called as knowledge distillation would come into picture. Now the concept is very simple. Let's say the big complex model that you have got, we call it as a teacher model. So assume that Mistral model that you have got, you can think of it as a teacher model. Now the idea is train a student model which is smaller in size and which is also a less complex model. So that's the overall idea about this knowledge distillation. To give you a very simple illustration, so think of the BERT model that you have got as a teacher model and the distill BERT model that you have got as a student model. Now, the idea is to train the student such that it can be trained faster from the teacher model's help. Now, how is it possible? Well, apart from getting the label data for the student model, what we are going to do is we are also going to send the predictions from the teacher model. Okay, so the student model is going to match the teacher's prediction and not just the ground truth. So by doing like this will enable the student model to learn some of the important factors or important patterns that it has learned from the teacher model directly. So that's the benefit of having any mentor, isn't it? So when you're learning through these videos, what you're actually doing with me is I'm sharing you the insights which I have learned so that instead of you learning everything from scratch, you're learning through the insights through the various mentors. So that's the overall idea about this knowledge distillation technique as well. Here in this knowledge distillation technique, we'll pick up the complex AI model, which is a teacher model, and then using this complex AI model, we are going to prepare a simple model. We call it as a student model. And using the student model, we would go ahead and generate the prediction. Okay, so we'll fine tune it. Now, whenever we are performing the training on this student model, we will send in the teacher's prediction as well as the ground truth. So which means the loss function of this student model will have two components. One is a distillation loss. We call this distillation loss as a KL divergence loss. This is given by T square times divergence. So we use the temperature as a hyperparameter so that we can get some more probability distribution of the other labels that we have got. We will scale it by T square. So that will be the divergence loss. And along with that, we'll also have a hard target loss. So the overall loss function of the student is given by alpha times cross entropy loss plus 1 minus alpha times KL divergence loss, which is this T square times divergence. So that is the overall intuition behind the knowledge distillation technique. So in order to implement this, you can actually make use of Hugging Face library and implement this loss function and go ahead and perform this knowledge distillation. So I had a fun teaching this topic to my bootcamp learners. And if you want to know more about that as well, like how this loss function works, let me know in the comment section. If I get most number of requests, I'll do my best to add it in my upcoming video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with the latest update and the progress that I'm making on our upcoming course, that is AWS Certified AI Practitioner course. So I hope you're all excited. And for the folks who have bought the course, I thank you so much, guys. More than 500 learners have already enrolled to this program. I'm so excited now. So if you haven't joined, so please go ahead and join our program. The links is in the description. I'll see you next time.